So this is my journal. I used it pretty much all of my teenage years. It was kind of like my escape. When I couldn't talk to anybody or didn't have anybody to talk to, I wrote all my problems down here. And yeah, it got me through some teenage rough times, so yeah. I'm Erica Edwards. I'm 28 years old. I'm currently a health coordinator for Blue Cross Blue Shield, and I have a little bit of advice for you. So thinking about when I was 16 years old and just where I was, I believe the best advice that I can give a 16-year-old now is to absolutely be yourself. I think the best thing that I would have known, or the best thing that for me would have been to learn how to say no. Learn how to say no to those people who you felt like you couldn't say no to. And I say this because there was a lot of dreams and a lot of things that I wanted to do that were pushed to the side or weren't seen as valuable because it didn't make money or it didn't fit suit to what standard society thought that I should be doing. One of my biggest things to do was to write, and I actually stopped writing for a very long time because I used to have kind of sneak peekers come and read my journal, and also they just told me it was no money in journaling. You can't be a journalist, you can't write, you can't teach because there's no money in it. So you're supposed to go to college and make $100,000 doing something else that you don't really love. And I wish that when I was 16 I had the confidence to say, you know, I understand what you're saying, but this is my dream. This is what I would like to do, and this is what I'm going to pursue. So it took me a long time to try to find myself and find what other people wanted me to do. And now at 29 years old actually, I've come right back to my love, which is writing, and I've turned my misery and my pain and people telling me no, I've turned that into my power. So I'm pursuing being an author, a blogger, and to teach young girls about the confidence within themselves. So that's my advice for you. Learn how to say no, and be confident in your no. I believe if I had not have stopped writing, I would be further along. I probably would have had my first book out. I probably would have had my website up and running. If I hadn't have stopped, it would have built my confidence. I think when I stopped, my confidence was at an all-time low. I didn't feel that I could do it because somebody told me that I couldn't do it. And you know, once I found out that this was really what I was called to do, this is who I was created to be, was a writer, to express myself through writing, it's easy. So if I would have just kept kind of pressing towards it, it would have made life a little bit easier, but the experience definitely will benefit now. You're not crazy. You're not wrong for thinking what you're thinking. That feeling that you have deep down inside, go with it. Even if you have to keep it a secret, even if you have to not tell anybody about your dream, continue to pursue it. Do what you feel is best. You know, don't disobey your parents and you know, go all rebel, but definitely keep that inside of you and keep pursuing it, keep going after it. And you know, if you have a relationship with God, continue to pray about it and ask God to make it stronger. When I was there. I absolutely gave up around 16 and 17, and it took me until I was 25 to find myself. So if you have given up, I want you to get around people who you feel can help you, who can pour into you, who can, you know, just help you get to where you want to be. Who Fearfully Fierce is a great opportunity for that. If you've given up, come join Fearfully Fierce. It's a community of your peers. It's a community of loving millennials as myself, who can definitely help you get back on your feet, who can help you get back from where you are, because it's not the end. It's not the end at all. You're only 16, so definitely get around the community. Oh man, who helped me get back? I had a prayer life when I was younger, so a lot of prayer, but I believe it was that community. I had a sister in Christ who just pretty much would pour into me and tell me I was great, and you know, you're great at this, keep doing it, keep going. And I actually started to get more involved in church. my mom actually put me in a lot of programs as well, where I was surrounded around a lot of people, and my peers, you know, saw my talents, and my peers would actually be like, man, you're good, why don't you do this? So I think it was kind of like opposite of like people close to me telling me no, but then those people looking at me from the outside in, seeing the greatness and saying you should still go for it. So I hope my story is able to help you kind of reflect and look at where you are. If you have given up, like I said, it is not the end. Surround yourself around some awesome people, around some peers, around some adults who can pour into you, and live your best life. You have a long way to go, believe it or not. And this is only the beginning. So I hope I was able to help you ladies. Bye.
Hey there, my name is Shannon Cherie Terry. I'm the CEO and founder of Fearfully Fierce. Thank you so much for taking time out to watch this episode of Sweet 16. If you enjoyed it, feel free to share it with other young ladies that might be inspired and encouraged just as you were. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and Instagram. Also, you can go to www.fearfullyfierce.com and sign up for our mailing list. If you love our mission and you want to donate to help us continue to push this cause, log on to fearfullyfierce.com and click on the donate tab. Every donation, no matter how big or small, goes back towards our programming for 2018 so that young ladies can participate for free. We appreciate you watching this video, and until next week, be fierce.